Hello and Assalamualaikum. So this is the forensic final report and here is its members. So now moving on, we will be presenting our project which simulates a realistic insider threat scenario within a corporate environment. And the organization in our case is Global Tech Enterprise, which is a multinational company that provides business-to-business consulting services. And because of the nature of its operations, the company handle highly sensitive information. And to protect this data, Global Tech enforces strict IT security policies, which employees are not allowed to install unauthorized software, bypass network restriction, or use personal USB devices on company systems. And these controls are designed to prevent data breaches and cyber threats. However, despite these protections, the company becomes vulnerable to an insider threat. In this scenario, a junior financial analyst misuse their authorized access to carry out a malicious act. The attacker's goal is to steal confidential Q4 financial reports and sensitive client banking data, and then transfer this information to an external competitor. To achieve this, the attacker deliberately bypasses company policies by downloading unauthorized software, transferring files to personal USB devices, and attempting to erase all traces of the activity. So in this project, we aim to investigate this incident using digital forensic technique to uncover what happened, and how it can be prevented in the future. And this situation highlight a critical issue in cybersecurity, that sometimes the bigger threat does not come from any external hacker, but it can be from trusted individual insiders within the organizations. And based on the step-by-step timeline, we can see that it started at 10 a.m. Where the attackers download a file using Microsoft Edge, and the file is renamed and executed. After that, the sensitive file are created, and the files are copied to USB devices, which the attacker deletes the file, clears history, and tries to hide the evidence. Finally, the attacker creates a fake name then another employee. This is called a red herring, which is meant to mislead the investigator. And based on the evidence preservation plan, it is to have a control environment that will be using a virtual machine. After that, it will be shut down so that it can be processed at that stage without any external force that disrupt it, and use the FTK images to capture forensic image. After that, produce a hash values to confirm the integrity, and finally to have a formal chain of custody so that it can not we can check the integrity of the data. So moving on, for the execution and acquisition, this is where we simulate at the attack and collect the digital evidence. So first, the entire attack scenario was executed inside a Windows virtual machine. This is important because it provides a controlled and isolated environment where we can safely simulate malicious activities without affecting real systems. And during this phase, we ensure that all actions performed by the attacker were done through normal operating system interactions, such as using web browsers, creating files, and copying data. This is important because it generates realistic digital artifacts that can later be analyzed. And for the forensic imaging processes, after we completed the simulation, we used tools called FTK Imager that create a forensic image of the virtual machine hard drive. And instead of copying files manually, a forensic image captured the entire disk, which include the active files, deleted files, and the hidden system data. And it was saved in E01 format, that is the standard format used in forensic investigations, because it supports compressions and metadata storage. And to manage the file size and ensure compatibility, the image was split into multiple segments. After the hash verification, after creating the image, we generate hash values such as MD5 and SHA1. It acts just like a digital fingerprint of the evidence. And in short, if the values match, it proves that data has not been altered. If they do not match, the evidence may be compromised, because we have the to verify the hash value before and after the acquisition process. And this is the part to maintain the integrity and credibility of the investigation. And finally, the complete chain of custody form. This records the case number, examiner name, the time of acquisition, and hash value of the evidence. The purpose of this document is to ensure that every step of evidence is properly tracked. In jailbird investigation, this is crucial because it ensures that the evidence can be presented in court without being questioned.
So hello, my name is Akmal and I will be presenting for the past task 3, analysis and reporting. So 3.1, that is the analysis. What we do is we use browser artifact, we go to the data artifacts, to the web downloads, and here you will see the records of the.exe being downloaded. So as a result, we found the evidence that it was downloaded using Microsoft Edge, proving that unauthorized software was obtained. So going on to the execution artifact, we go to the data artifacts, run programs, and there you'll see a prefetch file for PDF unlocker procrack.exe. So it is confirmed that the file was executed. Next, for data movement, that is during the USB, we go to the data artifacts, USB devices. You will see the registry records of the USB drive used to copy the Q4 financial reports folder. So moving on to the deleted file and cleanup, we go to the file analysis, deleted files. You will find the erased PDF unlock procrack file that cleared Edge history, confirm the cleanup attempt. So this indicates that the malicious file was found in deleted file and browse history was cleared and showing clear anti-forensic behavior. So lastly, go to the red herring. You go to the file set that is in the desktop, and you will find the confidential memo.txt text file blaming Akmal, which is a red herring to mislead investigators. So moving on to the reporting. Timeline reconstruction. So this is to reconstruct the sequence of events during the incident. So the result is a clear timeline was built showing that downloads into execution to file creation into the USB transfer and then cleanup, and in the end red herring that is blaming to Akmal. So moving on to root cause analysis. This is done to identify the main cause of the incident by analyzing user behavior and system security weaknesses. As you can see here, one of the key factors is the absence of strict endpoint security controls. So the result is the incident was caused by insider threat combined with the weak security control like lack of monitoring and no restriction on software and USB usage. The next is security recommendation to improve and to prevent future incidents. So this evaluation found weakness during the investigation. So we recommend include application whistling, USB restriction, ELP system, SIEM monitoring, and user awareness training. So moving on to evidence documentation. There are several key of digital evidence that are collective support the finding of the case. So how we do it? We documented all artifacts such as browser records, pre-fetch files, deleted files, and created files. And it results in all evidence clearly supports the incidents and shows intentional malicious activity. So lastly, the SOP explanation. So the investigation was conducted in accordance with standard digital forensic procedures to ensure its integrity and reliable of finding. So we followed standard steps like acquisitioning using FTK imager, hashing and analyzing in autopsy, as well as maintaining chain of custody. So it results in investigation is reliable, forensically sound, and all evidence integrity is preserved. So that's all from our group. Thank you.